Okay, so here's the table in question. It actually folds at this point. So this pops out, this section. This doubles back round on itself and it goes smaller. If I'm not mistaken, it's teak. Now the story goes that they had somebody tell them it was fine to treat straight off, but there was already a treatment on there and it's peeled off. I hadn't seen the table, so I didn't know how big or excessive it is. But here we go. That middle is still a little bit damp, whereas folded up. So I'm going to work at one end first and let that dry out. It's not going to take long in this gorgeous sun. What a day. Anyway, let's make some noise. This is, if we had touch on here on the camera, it would be beautiful, because this is absolutely lovely. This is coming along really well. So that's the first bit there. This bit in the middle seems to be a bit more stubborn. I'm not sure if this isn't a different wood, because the colouring seems to be different so far, and it's a little bit softer. But I've done all this edge so far along here. Let's get out the sun so you can see it. I think this is going to be difficult to do the underneath, because that wouldn't have been attacked so much by plates and Mother Nature. I think this is going to be a bit tougher. In comparison to this bit so far, it's really coming along. My headset's just died, so I'm going to have to use those for a bit until they've charged up. Anyway, let's crack on, and we're going to have my Little Miss Greedy coffee. lovely. This is looking a bit rough at the moment. Let me just get out the sun. Looking a bit rough at the moment, but what I'm going to do is do that, let it go off, sand it back, and then fill it in a bit more. And that's just where there's a bit of rot setting in there, so it's good to get that early. So it's made a difference so far. I've gone and hit it with the 60 grit paper first, and I've worked my way down to, I think this is a 120 on that one. So next step is going to be to, well, once that's done and all that, I'll go over it with white spirit, and that will just give it that'll clean up all the dust on there. Now I use this on gates and fences. Long lasting colour and triple action preserver for rough and sawn smooth timbers, and this is extremely smooth. This is lovely. This, how I've got this, yeah, it's what I normally use on gates, driveway gates. I know this doesn't blend in as well, but I'm hoping when this preserver goes on top, now this is just a preserver, it's a clear one, so it's going to help the grain pop, hopefully. So let's just put you here. Ice cream tub. Decent brush. And yeah, just go to town on it, really. Right, okay, so let's have a slurp of coffee. So, just gone over it with wire wool, and that basically just buffs it a little bit. It's had 2 coats on it. It's actually done. It's touch dried very quickly in the sun, which is gorgeous. There it is up there, that big bright thing. Forgot what it looks like. Anyway, there we go. One table. I've done that underneath as well, didn't bother feeling much of that. The underneath I thought was going to be tougher, but it actually came out easier. I think they'd put less coats on there. The bottom has only had 1 coat on it. I'm just going to quickly slather another one on for 10 minutes before I go.